Oh, I didn't do my 30-second countdown. But anyway, how y'all doing? This is your boy Anthony Fallon, Tone Center Sports Channel. Back to you once again. We're going to talk about week 15, our Dallas Cowboy team going up against the Niners. But before I get to talk about week 15, I am going to play this clip. So just listen. Bart Scott, right? This is what Bart Scott had to say. This is about a month ago.
Language when you heard Mike McCarthy say, "Come talk to me and talk to me as a man," because we're grown ups now. This isn't high school. This isn't college. This is professional football, and men have conversations, tough conversations with each other. I don't care if it's my coach or not. If I had an issue with what was going on with Mike Nolan or what was going on with what we're running, listen, it was real easy to be a front runner when Dak Prescott was putting up 500 yards. But now that the offense, he could coach then, right? Listen, every time you have a new coach, and I'm sure when Tomlin came in, Ryan had to deal with it as well. I had it with Harbaugh. You're always going to hit a tough spot, right? But adversity doesn't define character; it reveals it. And the Cowboys reveal what type of character they have. They have a lot of front-running, cowardice football players, and they're not smart. Right, so you talk about Mike Nolan. I've been around Mike Nolan, and one thing I know about Mike Nolan is he's always prepared, overly prepared. He's the defense coordinator responsible for turning the Ravens into a 3-4 defense. So he has to answer to the test, but he doesn't have enough players with football acumen to be able to take what he's teaching and be able to apply it on the football field.
We may have to come back to that one because I have other things I need to get to, but that is I can see the look on RC's face. That is an interesting thought. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube for live stream.
That was a month ago on Get Up, ESPN. Bart Scott said it because he played for the Baltimore Ravens. And they had that stud defense. Not the first championship year. You know what I'm saying? So it goes along with what I'm saying. What I've been saying, it's a lot on the personnel. To be honest with you, because just keep harping on that. When we go back to Marinelli, was the defense coordinator. We go back to Chris Richard, the defensive coordinator. They were still playing a very basic package, a very base defense. Very simplified defense where you still all you had to do was just do your assignment. We did a lot of stunts on the front end, on the front line and stuff like that. But all you had to do was read your keys, stick to your assignments per play call. But anyway, I'm gonna let the expert tell it. I'm gonna let him tell it. I mean, what do I know? You know what I'm saying? Although I did play football, I played football, but I know what my eyes tell me. I know when they done pointed out, some glaring spots where there's just not missing assignments, but the lack of awareness. Along with missing assignments, you know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'll let him speak for it because he played in that defense. He knows that defense, and I'm pretty sure that he can break it down a lot better than I can. So, our keys to winning this game against the 49ers to mathematically keep our playoff hopes alive. You know what I'm saying? That's something to play for. Although I think we're going to be out of it, because I think Washington really has a chance to beat the Seattle Seahawks when nobody else is thinking so. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, if not, they definitely have a better chance of beating the Carolina Panthers, and they definitely have a chance of beating the Eagles. So all they got to do is win one game and we're mathematically out of the equation, right? But we still have to play for it because about momentum, continuity, getting these guys self-esteem up, playing strong defense. That's the main thing. But also, this offense needs to pick me up as well, to be honest with you. And particularly in the running game, what I'm saying? These guys got to hit some sleds or something. I don't even know if they do that anymore, which I seriously doubt it. But I am seeing them gel in the offensive passing game. What I'm saying? When I'm speaking about the offensive line, they're playing a lot better in protecting Andy Dalton. You know, although there are some, the defense are going to win some battles, but for the most part, Andy Dalton is upright. So what we gonna have to do is what we have not been doing, or what we have not done all year, is to stop the run. Because if we stop the run, and I'm pretty sure some of the other guys that does blogging on the Cowboys have mentioned the same thing as well. If not, you heard it first. You know what I'm saying? Is that we're gonna have to force Nick Mullins to pass because we know that the 49ers are going to commit to the run. And I said this before earlier this week after the Cincinnati game. Because it was a good win, but it was the Cincinnati Bengals. Move on to the next. We just flipped the page. But we were supposed to win that game. We should have won that game as we did. So yes. I just realized that my shirt is inside out. I didn't even know that, and I just put it on. But yeah, that is the basic formula. But they do. But the one thing about this team, they're going to play hard. They committed to their philosophy and what they culturally run, or they're just their culture. Period on the Kyle Shanahan's system, offensively and defensively. Even though they're missing some studs on defense, they're not an easy defense. You know what I'm saying? They're not the Cincinnati Bengals. These guys are going to play hard and they're going to give it their all. And we know that the secondary, they play smart. They play smart football. We know that we got Sherman in the back, in the secondary and whatnot. But one advantage that we do have as well is that our defense versus their offense is that they are missing some key pieces. That I heard they got Kittle's back. You know what I'm saying? But I heard Deebo Samuels might be back. Mostert, he might be questionable. I mean, I guess that would be a game time decision. But still, they got Wilson. You know what I'm saying? So, Wilson can get busy behind that creative inside zone run blocking scheme that they run, which we tend to have a problem with the misdirection and stuff like that. So I would if I thought if we had a better chance of stopping the run, I would definitely bet the Cowboys because they're underdogs. You know what I'm saying? And I think that they can win. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still not going to bet the game. I'm not going to bet this one. I'm going to sit this one out because according to the record, we're equally matched. You know what I'm saying? We got the same amount of wins. I think they got 9. I think they might have 9 losses. We have 8. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. So, but our record states what we are, both equally. And it's not the fact that they are missing just as many players, star players, their starting players, especially on defense, as us, and they're still playing they're still competitive. Now, the only reason why they have been losing games is because their quarterback has been coughing up the ball on the interceptions the last 5 games. So they have better quarterback play. This probably be a winning record team, to be honest with you. But there's really not much to talk about other than the fact that I just want to see my guys compete, play sound, smart football, and score points. Especially, I want to see us improve on like I don't mind like the transition from Gary to McCarthy, cool. But what I wanted to see is red zone offense. Red zone offense. Us not settling for 3 points because damn we could barely trust Zerline. You know what I'm saying? Because the other game he left some points. He left some points on the board, man. The Baltimore Ravens game. You know what I'm saying? It could have been a different outcome. We still might have lost, but the game would probably would have been a lot closer. But anyway, that's come and gone, so there's no need to harp on it. That's one thing that we need to prove upon. We understand that we have a young offensive line. They're filling in for our primary starters, and we might not even get those guys back. Like especially the last remaining Pro Bowl starter, Zach Martin. We know we're not getting Cam Irvin back, so we're stuck with that. And like I said, like I alluded to earlier, that they are playing better, especially in the passing game. So let it be. We have to see Zeke get better, get busy. But Zeke is hampered by this calf injury for the last couple of weeks. First it was a hamstring, now it's a calf. I don't, whichever, you know what I'm saying? So and then Mike McCarthy said he's behind schedule because he's either not practiced or been very limited or whatnot. So when are we going to give Pollard a good bulk of the carries? If Zeke plays, I'm saying he get carries, but to limit to help to limit the injury or to limit his snaps because of injury. You know what I'm saying? Therefore, Pollard should get his carry total or snap total should go up. Just to take the load off of Zeke. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he has to dominate, like get 20 touches, rushing and stuff like that. Zeke, because Pollard is a utility type player. You can run, he comes out the backfield pass, you can put him in slot, Run or play both of them at the same time, like I've been saying. We saw a little bit of that last week against the Bengals. You know what I'm saying? It's about time they've started listening. It's to play both at the same time and let them pick their poison, especially in the passing game. And that's some of and just going back to what I was talking about with red zone offense. Yeah, we need to take this hurdle. We need to this team has to do something because 3 points is not going to do it. Scoring 3 points is not going to do it. We just gonna have to see. I don't know which way this game is gonna go. We're playing at home, so we should have an advantage. It's just hard to say. But I'm not gonna give a score, but I just think that we are gonna win. But right now, even though we're mathematically in, I think we're mathematically out. So I just still want to see us to win out. And due to the fact that the Chargers won, so winning is not going to be that bad. I think the bottom of the bottom of the NFL is just going to be the bottom, and we are locked in at the fourth pick right now. So That's just what it is. So, but I don't know. It depends on if and also the Giants. Daniel Jones is not playing, so they might be SOL uh, against the Cardinals. Who knows? We'll see. But he hurt his ankle from what I heard. Along with nursing a hamstring, he twisted his ankle, something like that. So we just got to let things play out. There's a very, very small percentage that we will actually get to the playoffs, win the division and stuff like that. Very, very low percentage. It's probably single digit, to be honest with you. I think it's like 1% chance. But yet, go out there, play, gain some momentum, and carry it over, and just wait for our leader, number 4, to come back healthy, better than ever. And that's it. Just make some solid draft picks, you know. But I'm kind of waiting for the season to be over with to do a recap, to talk about some possibilities, some trades, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. Who knows? But I do have some ideas, so I'm just going to spew them. But I'm gonna wait till after the regular season is over with, and I just talk about it during while everybody's sitting at home, the team and all. So it's just a sad situation, because really the spotlight is on personnel. To be honest with you, defensively. Oh yeah, the reports out that that Diggs might play. He might play. I don't. If he might set out this game and just play the last 2 weeks. Well, we getting Wouzier, we getting Brown, and we getting Donovan Wilson back. So that's going to be a plus that we go up against this team, especially Donovan Wilson. That's a cornerstone player. That's a cornerstone safety. He just needs to keep showing improvement. You know what I'm saying? He's making plays with big hits. And I'm waiting to see him do playmaking in the passing game, get an interception or something. Yes, I'm definitely waiting for that. And he could possibly get 2 if we force the 49ers to pass the ball and stuff that run. It's very doubtful, but this just might be the day. So we'll wait and see until Sunday, noon. Let's go, Cowboys. Peace. This is Anthony Fallon, Tone Setter Sports Channel. I'm out.